Oh, I know that sound. It's time for the Beer News Report. Hi, and welcome to the Beer News Report. Cheers. Yeah, I know my beer is almost half empty, but there's a long story to that. I can't get into it. But first things first, I want to thank all my viewers out there who've been watching my shows through the year. In fact, a couple of the viewers had mentioned that on my last show when I was telling you to set alerts for your credit cards. They said you should also set your alerts for your debit cards. And I'm sorry I didn't mention that. In fact, they said it was probably better to do your debit cards over your credit cards because banks aren't concerned as much with the debit cards. Now, why is that? Because when you use your debit card to buy things, you're spending your money, right? It's tied to your bank account. It's your money. But when you buy something with your credit card, you're using the bank's money. And at the end of the month, they send you a statement and you pay it off or pay some amount. So think about it. If there's a fraud charge and the bank has to fix something, they're going to be more concerned with their money than with your money, right? It just makes sense. So go out there and make sure you set alerts on your debit cards. Okay, now getting back to this show, I had a lot of fun making these shows, and I hope you did too when you were watching them. But this is going to be the last show for this year, for the year of 2020. I'll be back next year with more news stories and skits, but I'm going to take a break for the holidays. And so following what most shows do, I've pulled together a bunch of the highlights of my previous shows that I've done in the past year. And I snuck one in that's going to be for next year. So if you see something as you're watching this and you go, I don't remember what show that's from, that's going to be for next year. All right? So grab a beer, get comfortable, and let's reminisce. Cheers. But that's the good news, right? That Create TV called me, and what they said is they want to put a time slot in on Fridays just for my show. So I'm going to get a time slot on Create TV. That's Comcast Channel 30. Well, Dr. DeGray, welcome to the Beer News Report. I don't have a beer for you, but cheers.
Cheers indeed. Thanks very much for having me on the show.
President Lincoln, a Republican, wanted Andrew Johnson, a Democrat, for his vice president. Lincoln did this to try and unite the United States after being in the Civil War. Lincoln thought Johnson, being from the South, would make the Southern Reconstruction go easier. But think about this. What must have the Republicans been saying to President Lincoln when he wanted Johnson as vice president? Hey, Abe, do you really think this is a good idea? I mean, what if something happens to you? And Abe's like, what could happen to me? What do you think, I'm going to die in office? Quit being a worrywart. And athletic socks. You can't get any worse than this. I need a drink. Dang it, this thing's so hard. Down, son of a... Time out! I missed the mat. What, Jim? You think there's something wrong with the sink? All right, I'll check it out.
CM, you son of a bitch! What the hell are you doing? You get that son of a... I got it!
Hello, this is Lear Munchies of WEED News in Santa Cruz, California, coming to you live at the front lawn of the White House. So think about it. Right now, after you smoked a couple joints with your friends in the living room and you're sitting back and just kind of staring out the window, your friend turns to you and says, hey, what are you looking at? And you point and go, those are drapes. Drapes. And your friend has an epiphany. He goes, hey, what if they were purple? And you say, they would be grape drapes. Grape drapes. Grape drapes. And for the next hour, you're on the floor laughing. Been there, done that, right? Hey, sorry. Once it was done, I started eating it. I've already ate like half already. But this is the finished product, and I got to tell you, it's probably terrible for your health, but it tastes awesome. Okay, this is the final product, fresh out of the oven. Let's give it a shot. Oh yeah, that looks great. Of course, you can fill up your whole plate because it's got everything in it. You don't need anything else. Just keep scooping it in. It doesn't matter. I've already had 3 pieces. This is my 3rd piece. It's great. I love this stuff. I'm telling you, everyone in your family's gonna love it. It's the best idea my dad ever made, and I highly recommend you try it. This stuff is just heaven. That's what I'm talking about. Look at this drink. Now that's what I'm talking about. Now, sure, you're probably saying, Art, the ice is going to melt and it'll water down your drink, but you're missing the point. The point is, I don't want to have to get out of my chair for at least an hour, and this will do it. All right, so happy cooking, folks. And again, you don't take this sandwich if you're trying to lose weight, right? You can't get a body like this by eating salad and drinking vitamin water. And that's our dish. Let me pull this over so you can see it. Yeah, that's the 3-bean dip.
Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming to the meeting on such short notice. Before I get into the marketing reports from each section, I want to say to you all that your work has been outstanding in these crazy times.
Thanks, I know.
It's been crazy.
You better believe it.
Okay, I want to go down the line and go over each and everyone's production.
Wait a minute, I want to get a drink.
Okay, well, hurry, because we've got a lot to cover.
My fridge is right here. Only take me a second.
Oh my gosh.
That beer had a lot of punch to it. Oh, man. I had a lot of good times making those shows. But again, I'm taking a break for the holidays. I want to wish you and your family and your friends a very happy Thanksgiving. And may all the other holidays that you celebrate in the coming end of the year be merry and full of joy. I look forward to seeing you next year when we can try new things and learn more. And of course, drink beer. Happy holidays and keep your beer cold and your interests hot. Cheers.